I'm just going to banter and ramble about some things that I know that this is part of the it's the situation that humanity faces, and I am humanity, by the way. I will never not be humanity as long as I have my sovereign soul intact and ability to think on my own. So, um, having said that, we are outnumbered because there's a programming that is money ran, and that's what I wanted to start trying to kind of poke at. See, I don't really have a relationship with money that prevents me from being. See, it's not money to me. It's not money that brings your creative life into alignment with the universe to where you get whatever you want. You see, I'm. Some people are past. They're way past just trying to get what they want. There's that. Well, how do you do the law of attraction? Well, first of all, you have to put on a happy feeling, feel joy, be happy. And that's the problem that narcissists have. I don't really have that problem. Not really. No, they have a real problem with that. And so then the big thing is, how do we get anything? Well, wow, it's almost looking like now it's like slap me in the face because I don't agree with it. But it's like, be nice first. And it's not really like that. Really, it's to achieve a real, live, happy, joyous feeling like you had already received everything. In fact, everything you have now, you know how to appreciate. It is just overwhelming that you're in gratitude of that. Then, because if you can't appreciate that, then how do you expect to get any more? See, then you have to make space with even more. And I see a vision of something even better coming, believe it or not. But some people don't have a problem with that. They just envision and they go forward. They're moving ahead. And it's not a fear of loss or ever experiencing that it never comes and you're never fulfilled or satisfied with anything. That's the narcissist plague. There's something going on with many reasons. There's many reasons why that could be going on. I see it as just, I call it the hit and miss. The hit and miss. There must be some other term that psychologists or people that study social conditioning under the influence of certain peppering of, say, political party, religion, education, how it gets in and it actually works for some people, actually run with it down the road and they become weaponry that serves and of course a lot of it is not harmonious to each other. I mean, they can definitely keep fighting forever, and that's just one way to keep everybody unstable. That's the narcissist's way. Now, it's really the predatorial way. The predator keeps everybody confused and unstable, right? You're not safe. See, the word stable is something that farmers do. The sheep knows that, and when it's stable, you have a shepherd. Now, we're not talking about eating these animals, okay? We don't have to do that. It's possible that we don't. It's possible, friends, that this is just a metaphor. The sheep and the sheep herder. So, will you stop eating each other and it? What are we doing here? And who is your leader? Right? It's more like it's not ever a who. It's not ever a who. It's a how. See, the WHO is disoriented. It's not right. It's actually HOW. And if you knew that wasn't even a question, it's the fact of how everything's going on here. Um, Scientifically. And there's a where. That's an equation too. The WHERE. With the R there, babes, you're going to have to realize to look for the bird in the word. But mainly, it's not just birds in the words there, but there's a bird in the word. Always. You can find many birds in the words, particularly with the R, because makes you reverse into all kinds of things. Reverse it. We're not talking about going backwards either. Nothing goes backwards in the universe. There is a reversal. It's important to know. All that would mean is now, really logically for me, it means it's being resaid. It's being rewritten, maybe, but resaid. It's the land of Babel. So reversed is what the universe is experiencing. The universe it's possible for it to be reversed. Imagine how terrible that is if you can understand, like, really, what did you just say there? And I'm saying, to tell you the truth, you can start becoming more and more blind to the universe if you just reverse it away from the original talkage, the original communication, which I would dare say it's your nerve endings, because the language points at it. The letter N stands for nerves, a connection. Always you'll see N um, representing, see, it's in the word connection. So what are you going to do? O is there. It says on. I don't know that much, but for sure, when you look for the bird in the word there, I mean, you have con. That means be careful, because the N is there. See, it's just the nerves. It's not a fully embodied awareness. It's just a firing of, see, like of electrical wires that picks up vibrational frequency, your eyes, your ears, your touch. And the problem with what we have, your favorite subject matter of narcissism, is that they don't use those senses. They're peculiar. It's like they don't honor that, hey, we all have these senses, and did you fucking open your eyes and look? Because there's that saying that's very delicate. It says, seeing is believing. Well, the word believe and everything, but we know what they're trying to say is, like, hey, if you didn't see it, don't think that I mean, like, really, if you didn't just see it in 3D, then don't give it any steam any more than it's worth. You have a very important obligation. You have a profound responsibility to be present to the moment. And what have you contributed today to your immediate? Is anybody else blacking out on information that's not really there? You should be the one to save the fucking place from going mad. That's the plague that's happening. 80% of people, if not 95%. I mean, check out how many go and gather around the city halls and who are voting. And it's gotten so exacerbated now. It's so profusely ugly. And the way that some people are willfully, like, they're just doing it, man. They're playing this mind game, and they're just laughing in the background. You can, and they don't know that it's just unconscious. See, that's the thing. Is like, it's classic where the narcissist is always like, they don't like you. They don't like your position. They don't like your smile, that you're happy, that you're stable. They don't like your intact, independent confidence, just as you. But they'll warm up to you. They don't like anybody, though. They don't want anybody to have anything better than them, which they don't have anything good. So it's like they're always jealous and always thinking that somebody has more than them and they shouldn't be able to do what they're doing, and they will use every, like, shitty law instead of just try and work it out with each other. Let's agree where we are and why we would want even to um, live together. Do they know how to live together? Not really. They don't know how to live themselves. They're not living right, and it's this conversation is so hard to have. A lot of times I just have a simple, like, thing to point out about. See, I wanted to talk about. Well, I could just get into it and reflect where I'm at precisely right now. All of us, really, it's all of humanity. We are here to try. It's like we are here to try and rinse ourselves, and I wouldn't say heal. Just get fully rid of. You don't want to heal it. You just want to get rid of whatever is the sickness, right? You want to rinse yourself clean here. You're either doing that or you're not. See, that's where it's just there's two types of people here. And see, the thing is, it's looking like that the possible to de-evolve is higher than the other possibility. Or I'm looking at it wrong and it's all evolving on its own accord. But no, I've seen that. See, the truth is that if this is not well known, see, just okay, let's metaphorically, but it's the very same thing. That there are rotten fruits. There's two types of people here. People that aren't engaged in real liveness. I mean, they're just not present. So they're not really, like I said, using their senses to move into their brains and start using their brains more. Their brains are using them. They are programmed with something. It could be fear. They're mixed up somehow. Something went on. Everybody can look at this and figure, well, everybody's like this, but there's an inside out and backward version happening, and I got a glimpse of it just yesterday, and I tried to make a video about it. Got nowhere near what I really wanted to say and how I can see it. But no, it's already been discussed. It's already been discussed and opened up and looked at for 8,000 years. The Buddhists have been talking about this. And there are people called gurus that everybody fucking accuses of being this and that because they're a certain way. And whatever way they are, even especially if they have sex with somebody that they finally give in to, because everybody falls in love with the guru who is God achieved in enlightenment. In fact, just an enlightened person that you can't help but to fall in love with these people. They'll talk about it. They'll say, we can't have sex with every single fucking one that has this amazing misunderstanding with us. Usually it's when they are not in their shrine and in their chair, by donations, by the way. All of it. They're just donated to and is here. Put some clothes on and talk to us more, will you please? Okay. Mainly it's just hold meditative space of true prayer. True prayer, which is, oh God, have you ever just said thank you for this breath and made it to where like you've almost had, see, I've achieved solid days straight of just saying thank you for this breath. More often than not, these days were filled with that. And I was realizing, I was just watching, it's like, God, you've managed to get to this point. You can go right back there. Thank you. Thank you. Really, imagine it. Oh, God, it's bliss. It's bliss. The thing is, you're a narcissist, and narcissists, no, it's not enough. It's never enough. They're not there. They're not there. See, there's two types of people on this planet. There's people who get it or got it. They got it finally or something. And there's people that don't. And they won't. I think that there's more people that won't now more than ever. Because if you look at the work of Rudolf Steiner, he's the one who tells us and lets us know. He strings the information through. He says, no, you can't let this be brushed under the carpet about what was going on with the vaxes. For the C19 thing, they encouraged people to take this induction, and that was an experiment. They already did the experiment, so you can already notice some people who are closed off, very narcissistic, materialists, power struggling, fucking control freaking, dangerous, sadomasochistic, whatever you want to call them. There they are. But it's like, you get the picture. There's many different shades of gray, but so they've already done these studies with the vaxxers, creating these kinds of people that are just straight up weaponry. I call them weapons of mass destruction, but it's really weapons of mass destruction, the most dangerous thing ever. There isn't any other creature or thing, not even a bomb or an atom bomb, is more dangerous because if we can't eliminate these kinds of characters that think that making a dime is more important than conducting a decent human relationship, there, first of all, you guess you don't care to have a human civilization, which it hasn't happened yet. The people that would be trying to give us the cure would tell you that. That's why there's just one cure found, meditation, and it hasn't been administered enough to have a big enough increase in the human presence to call it a human population. It's really not.